And here we go. Bright lights. There we go. Just a chill little Final Fantasy. Nothing too crazy. Feeling a lot more chill. Oh, that's right. I was trying to level up the samurai. What was I doing last time? Actually, how much currency do I have? 305. Not enough for any new things yet. Hmm. Hmm. That's right. I just got to level 67, so Summoner's good. By extension, Scholar will be great too. Machinist is a little higher. What do I have? Level 70. I think I have everything here. My augment? Oh yeah, that Poetics didn't have anything jewel-wise. Huh. Oh no, here it is. Wait, item exchange. No, wait, who has a... Hold on. Tombstone exchange, that's what I want to be. Oh, they're separated now by accessories. Okay. I could buy some of these. Okay, there's... Okay, so all the casting ones I have to grab. Okay, let's see, what do I got? The choker could be changed. There we go. Beefed up. Slightly. Well, yeah, I think I want to do some... I'd like to do some progression. I'm not really going to gain much experience, which is fine. Where's my little friend? Wait, where did I leave? Forgot this place is, there's a way of getting out of here. And I don't know which way it is. Well, at least I can fly. Wait. Yeah, the gatekeeper's over here. Yeah, that's been a while. Not too long since I played. There it is. No, yes, the giant door. How did I miss that? And I'm a flower. And what happened last time? I'm trying to remember. We took on... Oh, that's right. We were trying to get everyone all together. Oh, that's right. The snake people wanted to join in. And they were not really thrilled that we took down their primal. But, you know. Maybe the enthrall can learn to compromise? You believe an understanding can be reached? 'Tis not entirely heard of, I suppose. Those who followed the Saint Shiva eventually sought reconciliation with Ishgard. Whatever the truth, I take no chance. The guards must be strengthened. Yeah, whatever has gotten me, like, whatever weird, like, quick cold that I had. Going away, mostly, but it's... Talking is... Depends. I forgot my cough drops. Would have been nice to have them. Well, let's hope they're voice acted. I don't have to do much. Oh, okay, they told you. One can never be too careful when dealing with the enthralled. And they shunned contact with the other races, despised it, in fact. This apparent reversal in attitude is most curious. No one expected a response to our invitation, much less an envoy. If the meeting is to be held in the throne room, it would seem wise to have both eyes inside and outside. Oh, one sec. Sorry about that. Had a quick BRB to do some stuff. Wait, why am I running? Boots the house down. Welcome in, Ziz. Just a quick little stream today. I'm only gonna be here for a little bit and then off to a little holiday party that a friend's doing, and then the local bar is doing the title holder's doing his food and toy drive, so I got a full day. Ooh, depending on what I wear, I could probably put on those boots that I got.
Thank you all for coming. I am Lise Hext, and I speak for the Resistance. Among you are village elders, refugee leaders, envoys from the Ananta and the Kikern. You've come from every corner of Girabania to help decide the future of Alamigo. But before that, I want to ask you a question.
Hey, why is that guy like shaking? Is he okay?
What was the first thing you noticed when you came in?
You in that gorgeous dress. The color is amazing.
For me, it was that empty throne. It has no one to sit on it now. No viceroy, no king. Would any of you like to take their place? Or should someone
No.
else sit there?
You should always put on your boots.
Then let's sit here in a circle, as equals, and I hope, as friends.
He snuck off to secretly buy a present for the fiancé. Ooh. What'd you get him? I promise not to tell. Because I don't even know who that is. Oh, we are really just sitting. Yes, queen. Take a load off.
Expertly done. Lise has removed monarchy as a choice early in the game and positioned them to consider a joint government. All things considered, I would say events have got off to a fine start.
But then suddenly a primal will show up. A painting.
And that is Alagana's stance on the matter.
Thank you, Reganfrid. Another vote in favor. Next, let's hear from Shanti of the Kaliana. Tell us, how do your people feel about the idea of a republic?
Oh, dang. Oh, there you go. Welcome in, Vancliff. Ooh. Let me slither over here real quick.
The Ananta wish only that those who dwell within Gir Abania devote themselves to our faith. You shall all worship Sri Lakshmi!
They're like, girl, no.
Lady of bliss, grace us once more with your beauteous visage.
Yes, queen, sit. Take a load off. Look at how she's walking. I have a woman, thank you. Okay, mother is back. I like it, but you know, She's a little crazy.
No crystals were allowed through the door.
The water
We
itself
can worry
is...
about the how of it later. We need to evacuate these people right now, or the Primal will make thralls of them all.
It's up to us.
Okay, we have plenty of witnesses. That needed to happen. This is my safe space. You cannot enter. I am immune to your trickery.
God damn it! The guards were already turned! Fools!
Look at that carbon color.
No, you don't.
The Kaliana would see us all enthralled.
Then they're going to be sorely disappointed. We have the Warrior of Light and Arenvold to shield us.
Aye, but they can't well defend your guests and attack the Primal, can they? We're stuck on the back foot.
All right, I think I have an idea. Keep these people safe, General. I'll be back as soon as I can.
Already off to a good start. T-pose.
Yeah, whatever she's about, you'd best make it quick. Come then. Who will be next to die on my steel?
Me? Me, please. I would like to. Macarena. Hi. Use the duty action to deflect to dissipate the Aether Sphere's Lakshmi releases. Lakshmi. Be warned that allowing an ally to be enthralled by an Aether Sphere will result in failure. Hold on. Let me summon my friend. Okay, making sure the camera's good. Somebody knocked? It's like somebody knocked, but like no one was there. Whoops. Sorry, I was like... Somebody knocked, but there's nobody there. Oh god, it's a primal. The Lady of Bliss. She's trying to enthrall me. Hold on, give me a second. What is it with today? There's like a bunch of like people just like coming in. Oh no. Um, Sometimes people just show up, like looking for some stuff. That's gonna be hard. It's just yeah. Everyone wants to see me. No, they're looking for my father. Work related stuff. So it's like I just told him like I'm just here for like watching over some stuff here, and I don't really know much about that. And I just said it. I said like just come back during the week because he had specific questions that I can't answer because I don't know much about what he was looking for. So oops. I mean, okay. Okay, I got it. Ah. Okay. Yeah. Oh, Ziz, I have to replace that one because the person who made the sound clip like took it down, or it's like it's just gone. I keep forgetting to replace it. Okay, it's in. Okay, I thought it had a bigger cooldown. I understand now. There we go, I got it. Took a while. No, you don't.
I shall free you from your hate.
Girl, I don't like you. Free me from you. Replace it with some creaming granny. Yes, hot butter ice cream. That can stop a primal. They'll be devoted to the heat and sip.
It's only a matter of time before we miss one.
Oh, okay, it was a battle of attrition.
What of it? Do you want to kill this thing or not?
Okay, I did not expect that. What's happening? I have no idea. Do I just wait? I guess I'm just waiting for my... Okay. Got it. What is this? What is this? Okay, it's got an AoE. I like that.
your souls weigh heavy?
Maybe. I like this guy. He looks so cool. Arnwald is looking a little weak. Why do you cling to your misery? It's called social media, and we like it. We think.
Here it comes!
Oh, we gotta finish this before her Aether goes away? Nice. Dies an aesthetic.
We did it! We beat her!
Oh no, the plot power is activating. Well, she can see us doing the same thing. Or she can see the same thing, so it's mutual. What is this Naruto flashback where like it just happened like 2 minutes ago?
What is this?
I'm only gonna say this once. The Ananta just summoned their primal in the throne room. My friends are fighting her, but they need help. They need someone with the Echo, and by the gods, I wish I had it, but I don't. I told you before that you still had time, but things have changed. I need your answer now. You can end it like Xenos, or you can fight for Alamigo. Your choice.
And we could have just seen this cutscene without our character having to witness it. What are you looking at me for? Hey, what's going on? Is everything good?
7 hells. It's her, the butcher.
Man, this is really tense. Oh, that's right. She can feel all their stuff. Mic drop.
It's done. Take me back to my cell.
You are not forgiven.
I don't think she's looking for forgiveness.
Not you. You I will never forgive.
That's fair.
But I will thank you.
Interesting.
For standing against a primal and saving us from servitude. You have my thanks.
Hmm. That was a good quest. I like that. That was neat. Then I guess a Kiana would have been brief indeed had you not volunteered. I know how dangerous problems can be. I should have. That's my fault. My stupid mistake. You can be sure that the lackeys who smuggled the crystals into the throne room weren't the only thralls in our ranks. The soldiers who first spoke up in favor of the Kiana, how keeping the weapons springs to mind. Primal servant is betrayed by the Zora. If you mean to conduct an investigation, I can identify any others acting under Sri Lakshmi's influence. I asked her to come. No, that explains it. Her victims will never forgive her for what she's done, nor should they. I don't think Fordella picked up that sword looking for forgiveness. She wanted to fight for her country. If you say the world in which Fordella grew up is partly to blame for what she became, then as an Alamegan, I feel responsible for improving. We can't ignore what's happening right now. We have to show people a better way than vengeance, or we risk giving birth to a new generation of skulls. I want to help people let go of their old grievances and make peace with each other.
A fine spot to contemplate the heavens.
Yes, it is.
The meeting is over. The envoys have chosen to instate a government modelled on Ishgard's House of Commons, a ruling body of representatives elected by the people. is a fair decision, and one which signals the end of my part in all this. But I would gaze upon Girabania's stars one last time before I leave.
My queen. Head pats only. The queen gets head pats.
Forget something? Your Grace, there was no word.
Raubon Aldin, you are hereby dismissed as General of the Immortal Flames and relieved of your seat on the Syndicate.
But, Your Grace...
Raubon, I am no longer a child.
Trying to fool me.
Here in your homeland. Work with your brethren. Rebuild Alamigo.
You desire to stand alone. I understand, but remember what happened.
I remember full well the consequences of my naivety, and thus did I consult at length with a most trusted advisor ere I embarked upon this course.
A most trusted advisor? And what of me? Am I no longer deserving of your confidence?
What trust can there be between us when you withhold the truth from me?
Ooh. Drama.
Did you think me oblivious to the anguish in your eyes when you spoke of returning to Uldar? For years and years, we have trusted one another. Yet now you refuse to confess your heart's desire?
Oh no, they're making them a little bad
swore
cry.
an oath to you that day on the sands.
Oops.
And it has served me well. But in Pippin you have forged a new sword, as sharp and deadly as the blade you bequeathed him. I will show you a Sultana who can wield every weapon at her disposal, including Lolorito and his monetarist cronies. So follow your heart, please. You are home. You are free.
Okay, who put epoxy resin in her eyeballs? It's giving a nice glistening effect, but she's not gonna be able to close them.
None more.
That's her grace.
Smile for me, Raubon. I would have this parting be a joyous one.
Thank you, Your Grace. It has been an honor to serve you and Uldar.
You know, if you showed me this cutscene before I started playing Final Fantasy, I would wonder what the hell is going on. I would sit there and be like, wait, why is a sentient porcelain doll talking to this, like, behemoth of a man, and why is he, like, crying?
Tomorrow you will serve Alamigo and fight for the good of all Eorzea. Am I understood?
Yes, Your Grace.
Man, Final Fantasy is my favorite anime. Make a wish, chat. Shooting star. I already know what Ziz would wish for. Boot. There you go.
Thanks for shielding us from Lakshmi, you two. If you hadn't been there, the rest of us would be worshipping her by now.
I mean, she looked pretty good. I mean, couldn't. There are worse things.
You're kind to include me, Lise, but we both know who did most of the work. I could scarce keep track of the battle, let alone land a telling blow.
Hey, don't sell yourself short. You helped.
No shame in admitting it. The Warrior of Light has put far better men than me in the shade.
Now I want to reassure him.
Did I mention that I encountered the Sultana in the palace?
Was that flirting?
Her Grace has come to Girabania to oversee the final stages of her relocation project. She was in search of General Oldin, and I directed her to the rooftop garden. I do hope he was still there.
Are you in the habit of gossiping about the affairs of royalty, Master Leveilleur?
Oh.
Certainly not, Your Grace. I was merely informing my companions.
Beatrice Alphino, 'twas only a jest.
Ooh, she can. She's learning. You can also wish for boots. Actually, yes.
But I must yield the floor to Rauban. He has an important announcement to make.
This floor belongs to all of Alamigo.
As of yesternight, I have been relieved of my post in the Immortal Flames and the Syndicate both.
Yes. But not really.
I shall be assuming my father's duties. And may I say that Tizona has never felt heavier upon my back.
Twould seem I am in need of employment. Mayhap one of my old acquaintances can introduce me to a mercenary company or some such.
You may be getting on in years, father, but you'd struggle to find a band of sellswords who wouldn't snap your hand off. Your remaining hand.
Yes, the bull of Alamigo need not be put out to pasture just yet.
She really said, haha, you have no hand.
Your Grace has developed a wicked edge to her humor, and you, Pippin, would do well not to laugh when the future may hold the same for you.
Listen,
So,
you can still do the thing.
you're staying?
Or Pippin just like Robon gets an attachment, Pippin puts himself on there, and he can function as a hand. He's as big as Robon's hand. An arm.
Aye, that seems to be the way of it. I would be glad to aid you in rebuilding our nation, if you'll have me.
I mean, you can also go with... Was it a spam? I didn't even see it.
If he says, "Welcome home, Rauban."
Put her there. Oh, wait. Okay. You know, she was like, okay, okay, remember. Make sure it's the other hand, because he doesn't have the other one. Why don't we just give him a gun arm, like Barrett?
Well, that was unexpected. Though you seem distinctly unsurprised.
Eh.
Either you are more astute than I give you credit for, or I'm losing my touch. In any event, one thing is certain. Alamigo will rejoice at the homecoming of her dearest son.
It was spam. For, like, actually, like, I think for like 2 weeks I didn't see any spam messages. It was nice. Heading back to Walgo's Reach. Take me with you. I'm going back there too. You will be able to access the palace's rooftop gardens by speaking to the royal menagerie. I guess it doesn't really matter. Best viewers on. I think there's another spam message. You might want to look into it. Wait, can you ban yourself? Don't try it. I'm saying, like, is there like a failsafe saying moderators cannot ban themselves? You can't ban yourself. I mean, yeah, I figured, but like, here we are again. Primal's in the throne room. Yeah, we took care of it. Violence will ever beget violence. I mean, eh. Are we to prepare for the Imperial counterattacks? The resistance is really a collection of smaller independent groups. That's true. Just flavor text. Goal sets. Wait, you made it back here? I do give thanks to the kami that my makeshift ran withstood the fury of the seas. Raft, not ram. But their generosity ended. Without coins or pockets for new attire, we are doomed to walk like Jetsam. Somebody will recognize you, I'm sure. I don't trust you, you're still a yandere. These dango are delicious, will you have one? More sweetbreads? I surrendered my blade to secure what few coins we had. Oh my god, does she have amnesia? This is like talking to a child. My fate saddled me with this burden I shall never know, but I am alive and I must return to my master's side. Come to you, we shall find a ship to carry us across the Ruby Sea. Yeah, I don't think she remembers. Question. If somebody, like, does a bad crime, meanwhile, in the Imperial Palace, like, if somebody commits a crime that's, like, really bad, and then there's an accident where they lose their memory, are they still held liable? Because I mean, they don't remember the crime, nor can they necessarily be the same person if they, like, can't remember who they are. So it's like a blank slate. That person's effectively, like, gone. Has that ever happened? First Doma, then Alamigo, and Lord Xenos put to the sword. Don't believe everything you read. I heard the Viceroy was merely wounded. Yeah, sure, wounded. And that he's already returned to the capital. Sure he did. Naturally, the savages beat their chest and boast loudly, taking his head regardless. Lord Xenos lives? Deplorable that our own officers should be fooled by Eorzean misinformation. Small wonder why the provinces have begun rising in the rebellion. We must prepare an official, and above all, accurate announcement to quell these pernicious rumors. They would wage war with empty words. Let them produce a viceroy's remains then. We shall soon put light on the claims. I can just walk in and be like, hey, I killed him. I have a few strands of his dry hair. No one else had these much split ends. Don't act like you forgot. Better have my money. Is amnesia a valid defense to a criminal act? For the most part, no. I mean, like, if they intentionally gave themselves amnesia, then yeah, I'd be like, okay, yeah, definitely not. Like, come on, dude. Get rid of this stuff. Hmm. I was just about to send word. The council has officially recognized the resistance as our standing army. We're in good hand. Man, everybody's reading Robon for not having a hand. The council has also decreed that we're to maintain a presence at Roggo's Reach. We can hardly afford to lower our guard now, but at our latest brush with Lakshmi. Speaking of which, we've been keeping a close eye. They've chosen a new leader. Shanti's daughter, you know, the half-dead one. Lise, oh my god, Lise, you can't just say that. By the 12. She's not all there, but we can't just say half-dead. Come on. For whatever reason, the Taliana makes thought she was the best candidate, which makes them leaderless, basically. That's good, because then they won't be able to summon another primal because she's like not all there. So they'll just be like on their own. It's fine. Frederick, there you are. Hancock has apparently acquired information of great interest. We should get to Kagane right away. As I've told you more than a dozen times, brother, my wounds are quite healed, and I would benefit from some fresh air. Besides, you may well need an extra pair of hands. I like the music here. Look at this guy. Just in a regular suit. Look at him. What wings? Neat. I like his gun sword. Very Final Fantasy VIII. Nice. Hey, Ninja Turtle.
My friends, thank you for coming at such short notice.
We were told the matter was urgent. I take it Yuguri and Soroban are also involved.
My presence here is but a happy coincidence. I am come on separate business, which can wait.
My apologies. Master Hancock, pray, tell our friends exactly what you told me.
Of course, of course. Some few days ago, a large detachment of soldiers was seen arriving at the Garlean embassy. This seemed to me most unusual, as no personages of note are due to visit for a matter of months. So, I made a few inquiries, whereupon I learned of a most curious rumor. Apparently, the soldiers were dispatched to Kugane to investigate recent sightings of a certain individual. The late acting Imperial Viceroy of Doma, Yotsuyu.
I beg your pardon?
They're like, oh no, she's back.
I too am loath to believe it. I saw the keep come down on top of her. We all did.
I would not presume to question your eyewitness accounts, nor am I one to take rumors at face value. The fact is, the Garleans have no knowledge of what took place at Doma Castle. They may well be chasing after a woman who merely resembles Yotsuyu. But a woman who resembles Yotsuyu in the company of a grizzled Rogadan samurai? I dare say that thickens the plot.
Gosetsu! He's alive!
You think that hunk of man would have been done in by a falling ceiling? No.
Such a possibility warranted your attention.
Have you informed Lord Hien? Well, I think we'd all like to believe the old bear survived.
Indeed. While I dare not give myself
He's not a bear, he's a
wholly to
big old
hope,
tanuki.
I will not deny that I have prayed for such a miracle ever since that fateful day.
Chad, who would let Gosetsu smash?
But regardless of my personal feelings, if the Empire has seen fit to pursue these rumors so vigorously, we can scarce afford to ignore them. I am bound by duty to ascertain the truth of the matter. Will you join me in this quest?
Heck yeah.
Thank you. If Gosetsu yet lives, he will need our help if he is to avoid capture.
Gosetsu is a dear friend, and we cannot abandon him to the mercy of the Empire. Our course is clear. Hancock, is there aught else you can tell us?
Alas not. But I have taken the liberty of employing one of the finest informants money can buy. You shall have the latest intelligence on the Garleans' movements and more besides.
Oh, the pickle surprise guy? Definitely would, yeah. Good attempt at a smile. That's what I look like when I try to smile. He awaits you in Sanjo Hanamachi. Permit me to assist you. Heck yeah. I'll give Soroban a hand. If he's providing us with a ship, the least we can do is supply the provisions. I like the turtle guy. Smoldering. I mean, I could just warp there. Can I just warp? Oh no, we have to find an informant first. Alright, who's the informant? It's been a while, my friends. Wait, is it that one guy? It's him! You sold us out, you freak! I knew it. Yodo, any funny business and you know what will happen, I trust. No funny business. Only loyal service and the finest quality information. Of course, such quality does not come cheap. No, but then Hancock already paid you. Honestly, you must think we were born yesterday. I have half a mind to call Lise. No, not Lise. I beg you. No boots. Did you hear that, Ziz? This guy is against us. No boots. Okay, no, you're definitely not a friend of mine. I will tell you everything I know, free of charge. Good. And as punishment, you're gonna shine my boots. The Empire searches for Yotsuyu, high and low, far and wide. Come to enlist my help, they did, promising rich rewards for decisive information. Destroy him? Lise already did. Don't worry, I'll try to destroy him as well. Were the two individuals cited here indeed Gotsetsu and Yosuyu? See them with my own eyes, I did not, but Imperials are confident. Yes, very confident indeed. Look at the size of their contingent. But there is something that they do not know, a rumor which you will find most interesting, I think. They say an elderly Rogadin samurai appeared on Kugane-dori with a beauticious maiden, sold his katana to a pawnbroker. 'Twas no katana common one either, but a surpassing craftsmanship. Well, that is interesting, assuming it's true. Did you corroborate the rumor? No, regrettably, I do not have a working relationship with the master of Shofu Shichiten. Now, why would that be, I wonder? If I had known any better, I think he lent you money. He will help you, I am certain. When you speak of him, I will make contact with my Garlean connections and learn what I can of their progress. A glimpse of the blade is all I need to be sure. Can we trust Kyoto? No, he'll betray us. No more betrayals. No more boots. I hate you. How dare you? To divide our forces is simply more efficient. He's right. Given the urgency, we would do well to split up. And so I will go with our friend here. Nothing improves efficiency like a little supervision. Yes, we'll go together. And there will be no boots. I don't like this guy. Let's be about it then. How dare him no boots. You better wear the 2 pairs of boots to counteract this heresy. Of course. No boots. How dare you? Okay, what do I have to do here? Search for the Master Shofuku Shichiten. Maybe you? You have heard tell of this katana. One moment. There, hope you found our pawnbroker? Is this the katana? There could be no doubt. It is Gosetsu's blade. The craftsmanship is exquisite, is it not? And you will be pleased to know that the pledge has just expired. I should be glad to sell it to you, assuming you have the coin. This blade represents a conclusive proof of Gosetsu's survival. I suppose this could be considered a necessary cost in securing a safe return. Listen, I got it. Here, take my gil. Nay, my friend, grateful though I am for the offer, I cannot ask this of you. It is enough to know that Gosetsu is alive and well. The Scions will buy the katana. Pray consider it a gift. Master Alphino, your kindness is touching, truly. Yet in matters of coin, would Mr. Shotaro not expect to be consulted? Come now, our friend would never have relinquished his blade where the need not great. And are we not bound by honor to help a friend in need? I say we are, and I am sure Shotaro will wholeheartedly agree. We could also, like, strike him down in cold blood and take the sword. Do you know where this samurai went? No sooner had I provided him with the requested sum than his pretty young companion began clamoring for dango. I duly commended those served at the Umineko tea house. Oh, sorry, I got in the way you were sweeping. The beautiful girl you oversees coughing down dongles if her life depended on it. Ruby C how to reach her family, no doubt. When the girl had finally had her fill, she set off in the direction of Shiokaze Holstery. Hey guys, what'd I miss? Troops who recently arrived in Kugane came directly from Garlemald. A contingent of the aforementioned troops are preparing for deployment to the Ruby Sea. Gosetsu seeks to cross the mainland. That he does. You use Scion funds to buy Kosetsu's katana? At the asking price? We were in some haste and it seemed a worthwhile gesture. Oh, she's gonna let him have it, saying, like, you idiot, you don't buy the asking price, you haggle. Saul's beard, you agreed to this? Oh, give me strength. It's not like the search can wait. You'd best be on your way. Yeah, we should have just gotten her, because she would have been like, no, you're not gonna do asking price. We're gonna bring it down, and we're gonna like negotiate. But Alphino, we need to talk. I want you to come straight to the office as soon as we get back. Promise me. Oh, very well. I shall call upon you as soon as I return. She's not mad that they used the funds. She's just mad that he didn't haggle.
Right. I suggest we begin by learning what we can from the sentries.
Mm-hmm. The heck is that? Hey, you look
What's going
familiar.
on out there?
Travelers, are you? You may wish to postpone your plans. The Garleans have launched an attack on the Confederacy. We have no reason to believe they'll turn their attention here, but for your own safety, I suggest you return to Kugane.
He's doing his job, but he doesn't know who we are. That's fine. I mean, we're all dressed in, like, battle-ready armor, so, like...
The Garleans bear no love for the Confederacy. But with Doma lost to them, why would they attack? Unless...
Unless Yotsuyu is on that island.
Even if she isn't, our allies are under attack and they need our...
We will help.
Are you well versed in
while
physics?
you
Welcome in,
remain
Angler.
Sorban. Arguing will only delay us. Is that clear?
I would say so. I have a bachelor's degree in astrophysics. Minor in theater.
Fine, but you haven't heard the last of this.
Soroban, we may need to make a swift exit. See that the boat is ready to sail at a moment's notice.
You've been wondering. Ooh, I love the enthusiasm. What have you been wondering?
It shall be done.
Like,
What, and you're
quantum
going to
physics?
swim there, are you?
I know a little bit. Because I took 2 quarters of quantum physics, and that's... Surprisingly, some parts are simple, but other parts are, like, not. So if you have a quantum-related question, I can't really answer that one, because that's a lot more complex than I know. But, like, classical mechanics, like Newtonian physics, yes. I know that decently well. Astrophysics, definitely. Especially with stars. I like studying about stars.
'Tis the quickest way, and you may rest assured I've been practicing.
Alpno, you were a little close. Oh, okay. You know what? I love his enthusiasm.
Come.
Hey, Fred wants to quantumly entangle? Oh. Only if there's a conscious observer to observe the states.
Leave this to me.
Well, Angler, I will get to your question. I just gotta take down this mech. As things go, you know. Unfortunately, I'm level synced, so I can't switch classes. Get rid of this guy. There we go. Oh, okay. I understand that if you have two observers and one travels very fast, close to or at the speed of light, time will pass slower than the one traveling very quickly. Is that correct? Yes. Things get really weird when you start going near light speed or at light speed. Length contraction happens, time dilation happens. So like Newtonian physics or classical physics works for pretty much like for like the average everyday person, like classical mechanic works.
Lady Yotsuyu, we're here to rescue you. Please, come with us.
Oh, I see. It's like physics gets weird when you go really, really small and really, really big.
Stay back, Tsuyu.
She does not remember. She has amnesia.
Are you all right?
Is he all right?
Are we all right?
Gazetsu.
Oh, how come his carbuncle shows up and mine doesn't?
Took too long. Change of plan. Eliminate hostiles. All forces, attack!
Okay, why is it deselecting every single time? Alright, got him. Oh, I see you have more. Let me just finish this. Oh, you gotta love AoE attacks. Oh, geez, what is this? drone. Got it.
The art of my forebears.
Are they still coming? Jeez. Oh, jeez. Oh, is he gonna do something? Did he do something? I can't tell if he actually did something. I'm doing something. And I'm just blowing things up. Great. Okay, finally.
Gosetsu, thank the heavens.
And then, say you separate the two very far apart, and so far apart, the inflation of space makes it impossible for light to even reach because the expansion is effectively faster than the speed of light. True. The universe is expanding at a faster rate. What is it expanding into? It's just expanding. To imply that it's expanding into something else implies that the universe is finite. But as far as we've seen, it is not. So space is expanding into space, if that makes sense. That was one of the things I remember from one of my classes, and it was just like throwing me for a loop. Can you still consider this time dilation, or are they effectively in separate universes as at this point it becomes a non-question? They're still within the same universe. Given that we haven't seen anything that indicates another universe being observable by us or being within our proximity, it's still within the same universe. They're just at seemingly far away points that they will never see each other. In a sense, it could be like they are living like more like universes apart, but it's just separated by distance. Time is weird. Is that because you must put energy into the object to accelerate it? Energy equal mass? Time slower down? Or time slower closer to black holes? I don't know much about black holes, really. Yeah, but if you look into the physics of that, the object's getting shorter is affected by the amount of time it takes for the light to reach the eyes and stuff, so it actually looks like the object is rotated. Yeah, the universe isn't expanding into anything, it's just expanding.
Yugiri, my friends,
The Kami were kind to guide your steps this way.
I was watching this. What was it? I think was it just. I don't know if it was a Nova thing, but it had Stephen Hawking in it, and he was narrating. Or they got someone to voice over because he can't really narrate much. Like he posited that theoretically, one could travel through time by orbiting a black hole. Just because at the event horizon of a black hole, just before you go into it, and then you can't escape. At a stable orbit, you can. Time gets a little different there, and you can effectively go through time that way.
It's over. The Imperials are retreating. I suppose we have you to thank for that. But they would never have come here were it not for her. I had a bad feeling the moment your samurai friend arrived with that woman in tow.
Do not be afraid, Suyu. These people are my friends.
Friends.
I'm not buying this.
Forgive me, but at the risk of souring the mood, I believe you owe us an explanation. You may start by telling us what happened at Doma Castle.
Of course. I'll not begrudge you that. As you know, we were trapped inside the keep when it collapsed. But even as the roof crumbled above us, so too did the floor below. We were swept out into the One River, where we would surely have drowned had a stout wooden door not chanced to float by, offering us a raft of sorts. Exhausted, we drifted out to sea, at the mercy of the tides, which saw fit to dispense us on a desert island.
Maybe because you need an obscene escape velocity to not get sucked into it. Well, keep in mind that black holes can absorb anything, even light. Light can't escape it once it crosses the event horizon, so in order to escape a black hole, you would need something to go faster than the speed of light. As far as we know, nothing can go faster than that. It is the cosmic speed limit.
She was with you the entire time.
Aye. 'Twas her kimono which saved her from Hien's blade, believe it or not. Some Garlean witchcraft in the weave. But it offered precious little protection against the fall. Though she survived, she awoke bereft of all her memories, and speaking like a child.
Oh yeah, if you're just on the event horizon, if you're in a stable orbit, you'll be fine. Yeah. Yeah, you can orbit a black hole. As long as you're within a stable orbit, you should be fine. It's only if someone says, "Hey, we should get closer just to see what happens," then you don't listen to that fellow. You say, "Okay, you want to get closer? Here's a spacesuit. We're gonna just push you out there, and you can tell us what you see." And then they will see everything, and nothing, and many of themselves, but none of themselves. And then spaghetti. Very slowly.
A trick, surely.
That was my first thought, and I contemplated cutting her down and being done with it. Contemplated it long and hard.
Wouldn't that speed be insanely high? Yes. Because remember, you can go near light speed. And light speed, but not past it. But stable orbit, you can still go pretty fast.
Yet the Kami saw fit to deliver us from certain death. 'Twas their will that we survive, both of us, together. And together we shall go before our master. He shall be the one to judge.
Meanwhile, they're talking about Kami.
Judge what?
She's your prisoner, old man. Do with her as you will. Call her Tsuyu, or whatever else tickles your fancy.
'Twas a name given out of necessity whilst on the road. Nothing more.
Yeah, trust me, he doesn't
As
like
you
her.
say. But remember this. Our people suffered much at that woman's hands. When the time comes, I trust you won't let emotion blind you to what needs to be done.
You have my word.
Well, I must be going. I have an unholy mess to clean up. You should be on your way too, before the Imperials decide to take another tilt. Oh, and we'll overlook the tithe this once. You're welcome.
Bro, we've helped you out before. Come on. You find physics so interesting, but the math is, yeah. The mathematics can be very difficult to grasp. And that's me saying it as a math major initially. It took me quite a long time to get my head around the math part. I mean, I understood like the mathematics, like of how it worked. So for me, it was like numbers and math and all that always came easier to me. Didn't mean I didn't have trouble with certain stuff. My kneecaps are gone. Oh. I just had an easier time understanding the mathematical concepts. For me, the physics was the hardest part, like trying to apply that math to everything around me. So I struggled with physics first. I mean, I can get behind the algebra and all that. But for me, it was like, it took me a while to really understand, okay, why you use the formulas and why they apply in those cases. We need to talk about her. Greetings? They tell you you've lost your memory, and that's fine, but I want you to know something. I won't be taking my eyes off you, not for a moment. These people are strange. Are you sure they're your friends? They may behave strangely, but I trust them with my life. She's not buying it. Imagine we do all this work to learn about the universe and then we get deleted by some insanely wild star exploding or something. No, don't worry. We have a failsafe that it'll send information 22 minutes back in time to whoever's near a statue. And as long as there's no anglerfish, we should be fine. Also, don't worry, our sun is not going to explode. It is 1.9891 times 10 to the 31 kilograms. It is not nearly massive enough to even get near explosion. Now, if something were to introduce half of the star's mass into the sun, then we have some issues, because then we pass the Chandrasekhar limit and our sun can explode. Can. Here's where we part ways. Speak with my next business venture. After the prodigious sum of acquiring a certain sword, it would present a fine opportunity to refill the Scion's coffers. Oh, come along. Kataru was overreacting. How much could a single katana possibly cost? Far more than you think, plainly. A blade like Osetsu is worth a fortune, enough to buy a house and furnish it. Which you would know had you bothered to check the price. This business venture of Sorobun's, you will give it a fair hearing, I trust. Meet with Lord Ian. Watch out, you might get sucked into someone's black hole. Will our star wear dwarf? No. Yeah, the sun will white dwarf, meaning that... Well, let me just check here. Where do I go? Oh, let's go that way. No, it'll go into a red giant. It'll expand into the 3 terrestrial planets. So Mercury, Venus, and Earth will be, you know, swallowed up. Don't worry, this is like 5 billion years from now, so we're good. It'll stay like that for a good while. And then it will simply lose its layers, little by little. Think of it like a cabbage. Yeah, it's like a cabbage. You just peel off the layers and eventually you'll just get the core. And then it'll be a white dwarf. And those things last a long time. What's the difference? I was in the makeup of the star. Ah, well. Let me show you this. I think I have the... Did I set up the command? I think I did. I did not. However, I do have a YouTube channel where I did a stream where I talked about different stars if you are inclined to see it. Ongler. Hold on, let me pull it up. Okay, that's what I forgot to do. I forgot to make a command for my for my channel. I mean, it's just where I put my VODs. Okay, let's start the recording. Oh, that's an old. Yeah, that's an old. I probably got to redo that one. What is that? You guys see that square? What is that? Hold on. Let me just. Yeah, what is that square? You see it right there? That didn't show up before. Hold on. Wait, is that my camera? Oh, because it reopened up that. It opened up the other webcam for some reason. Okay, that's fine. Are you good, girl? Yeah, it must have been when, like, it tried activating the other camera. Luckily, it was a small little square, so it didn't really affect the gameplay too much.
My lord here, I am returned.
Save your tears for the morrow. For we who yet walk the path should not think too much on the destination. When the hour arrives, we shall welcome what comes with open arms. And welcome it you did, even as the keep fell down around us. At that moment, in your smile, I spied a shred of hope. One which I have clung to ever since. Gorsetsu, full glad am I to see you alive and well.
have played this scene before, have we not? Though this time our roles are reversed.
That they are. Meaning you know how I feel. Wholly at a loss for words. Welcome back, old friend. Now then, though we rejoice at your return, it seems you have brought with you certain complications.
Putting it lightly.
Rise, my friend. Tell me everything.
We shall pan up so that way we don't have to record these voice lines.
The Empire is bold indeed to send a token force to engage the Confederacy.
As acting Viceroy, Yotsuyu would have been privy to Imperial secrets. The Garleans will not soon give up the chase.
Nay, it will end with her capture or her death.
Are you a friend, too?
She claims to have lost her memory, though I know not if she speaks true. I brought her here that you might decide her fate.
Lost her memory, you say? Regardless, the people have not forgotten. Her face yet haunts their dreams. She cannot roam free. We will hold her here for a time. Place her in Jufia's care, with the express instruction that she is not to be seen.
Yes, my lord. Come.
No, I don't want to. Don't let her take me away!
It's all right, Soyu. I will come with you. Be a good girl, and listen to Yugiri.
I don't like this. This is a weird dynamic. Makes me feel uneasy.
From a hound at his throat to a puppy at his heel. If this is an act, it is a remarkable performance.
I mean, it could be. Let's hope for everyone's sake it is. We must allow you to show you around the Enclave. The rebuilding effort proceeds apace. I'm pleased to say we are now ready to welcome home countrymen who were displaced. No, it's nothing. I thought that Ghost and Yugiri would be back by now. Captain Jifui has nowhere to be found. We've taken Yosuyu to a private chamber and assigned another watch over her. It's odd that a captain would leave his post. They're gonna strike her down, aren't they? You should remain here. Should the Empire move against us, you will be better able to coordinate our response. And here I was thinking I was in charge. Pass caught up with him? Interesting. He went outside, looked quite unwell. Creeps into chat half dead. Hey, Starbane. I was just getting some story stuff done. Or like post game. If you're half dead, that means you're half alive. So that's good enough. So far, we've learned that Alphino does not know how to haggle. And Tataru will definitely give him an earful. And the undead is back, but she doesn't remember anything. I don't think we learned that last stream, yeah.
By the Kami! Your Lord Ian, leave me. Leave me, I beg of you. Say nothing of this.
You ever have a cluster headache that makes you
There you are.
pukey feeling? It's rare. I've gotten migraines, but like they're so rare. I even saw the medication that they gave me just in case that happens. But like I've had those, but like fortunately this year I have not had to I've not needed to use it. But yeah, I've had those. They're not great. Oh, just volume down.
Lady Yugiri, Lord Gosetsu, forgive me my abrupt disappearance.
You have your reasons, I am sure. Will you not share them?
Oh. I'm sorry to hear that.
I was her master when she was yet a courtesan.
By the Kami.
She worked in my establishment.
Mm.
Her father was a regular client of mine. One day, quite without preamble, he offered to sell her to me. She may be no maiden, he said, but she has some use left in her. He sold her short. When I first beheld her, I was struck by her beauty. And yet, behind her eyes there was an emptiness. It was as if she had given up on life. She seemed more a doll than a woman.
Yeah, that's all Circuit Party twinks. We know this.
No profession for her. But I knew she would be popular. And so it proved. Men flocked to drown themselves in that cold, bottomless gaze. The rest you know. She became an imperial informant, and for her loyal service won the office of acting viceroy.
While you came to serve the Liberation Front.
'Tis said that the atrocities Yotsuyu committed were driven by vengeance. If so, I bear part of the blame for creating the monster she became. Joining the front was meant to be my atonement. But the truth is, I am a coward, whose only thought was to escape her wrath. Then as now.
I see. Then I shall recommend that you be assigned to a new post. I trust you have no objections, Yugiri?
None. It would not do to leave Yotsuyu in his care.
I am in your debt.
Oh, they're growing weed?
Who is it that you seek to protect, Gosetsu? Idle musings. Pray, pay me no mind.
No, I want to pay you mind. You got interesting things to say. Well, I offer like at least the calming music of Doma to help with that Starbane. I will not presume to defend the life you led before joining the front, nor do I condemn it. It's not my place to judge. I like this guy. The question of what is to be done with her must wait. The Empire moves once more. Imperial airship has been sighted over Doman soil. Prelude to invasion. Ooh. Bound for Castrum Fulminus. Can we get him his sword back? Oh my goodness, what is this? Look at this. That's so cool. Got a whole cactus. I imagine you go to the gold saucer to win this, and I like that it's censoring the cactussy. That's good. This is a family game after all. You don't want to be showing all those bits. Right, chicken? Very respectful, cactus. That is an amount you buy over 1 million. I will never have it. Looks neat, though. Do they do layaway? No, they don't. There you are. Oops. Area secure. Let's wait inside. Wait, you can pay it in pieces? What is that? What are they doing? It's a signal.
Smoke signal? Thoughts, Yugiri?
In
Maybe
former
like
times, such signals were used to announce the coming of an emissary of peace. In Doma, at least. But could that truly be their intent?
it's the Empire. I don't trust them.
Say? Whatever they want, we cannot simply blast them out of the sky. Not when they were so gracious as to honor one of our cherished traditions. I would not have it said that we Domans want for propriety.
Then I shall go and reconnoiter.
Reconnoiter? I barely know her.
That won't be necessary. We will meet them open. I would welcome this student of Dorman history in person, whomsoever he or she.
Or they.
As you wish, my lord. I shall arrange for a signal of our own to be fired in answer.
Ah, yes, the ominous throne. Oh, you look pretty normal. You're not dead in the eyes.
That we should be received by the Lord of Doma himself.
I but afford an emissary of peace the courtesy he is due. Welcome to Doma, my lord.
Ah, where are my manners? I am Asahi Sas Brutus, ambassador plenipotentiary of Garlemald.
That's not a real word. Plenipotentiary. You're just making stuff up.
He is heir to the Naiuri clan and Yotsu's stepbrother.
Ooh. Lore.
It seems I need not introduce myself, not in the presence of the famed Yugiri Mistwalker. Your skills as a shinobi are known far and wide, my lady. It is true. The former acting viceroy is my sister. Yet, bonds of kinship aside, we have precious little in common. As will soon become plain, I come not to sow strife, but to end it. I am of the Populares, a collective which represents the interests of the common man. Long have we labored to bring about reform to the Empire's provincial policy. Happily for us, our master acknowledges the need for change. Indeed, His Radiance, Emperor Varys Zos Galvus, personally sanctioned this mission, granting me the authority to speak with his voice. To negotiate peace with Doma.
No. No, you guys look nice, but no. I've seen...
Then, we have much to discuss. Will you accompany me to my hall?
Gladly, my lord.
Check them for poison. Check them for any crystals. Cavity search. We shall escort our guests. Somebody's name is Bottomless Fries in the novice chat. That's pretty funny. I like that you'll have like usernames where like people think of the name, like I was like, oh, Frederick Tector sounds like a, you know, Final Fantasy name. Then you just have Bottomless Fries. Have I not been here before? I guess I haven't. Well, let me attune. Oh. Oops. 1 second, your lordship. Let me just do this. Let me feel the warmth of the crystal. We have an answer right now. The ambassador's retinue are at my hall. I will send a message to the Empire that Eorzea and Doma stand united. Should you feel uneasy about speaking for the Scions, Alphino and Alice will also be there. Oh, I'll be there. Oh, yes, Wolfman. Voice act, please.
On behalf of my delegation, I offer you my humblest thanks. Never did I imagine that I would meet the gallant and noble Lord of Dorma himself, nor be welcomed into his magnificent hall.
Alright, you're glazing way too hard. What do you want?
You'll forgive me if we forgo the pleasantries. You say you are come to negotiate peace.
See, he knows what's up.
Unless I am mistaken, such negotiations are typically conducted between sovereign nations. I was not aware that the Emperor had recognized Doma's sovereignty.
His Radiance has yet to do so, that much is true. Know, however, that he has expressed willingness to cede Doma to her ancestral masters and treat with her as a friend. Since the days of Emperor Solus, the Empire has aggressively expanded its territory.
Keyword on aggressively.
While you may not agree with our founding father's policy of expansion,
Nor
I
should
believe
we.
there is room for discussion on the matter of his lifelong goal, to rid the world of icons.
Yeah, I'm already here, dude.
Icons are a blight upon this star. They cannot be suffered to exist. This you know as well as we. In his wisdom, Emperor Varus wishes to explore the
Wisdom.
possibility of an alliance to combat
Wisdom.
this common threat. On the condition that Dorma renounces summoning and pledges to police the Korgians' practice of it, his Radiance would extend the hand of friendship.
Doma has never shown any appetite for summoning, and it should go without saying that we will address any threat to our people, icon or otherwise. With regard to the Korjin, I must stress that they only resorted to summoning under extreme provocation. When the Ruby Sea was at peace and their sacred relics safe, they looked not to their kami for protection. Yet even now there are certain parties who would destabilize the region with ill-conceived military forays. Unless they alter their course, we cannot hope to be rid of icons.
Quite. I can but apologize. In seeking to eliminate icons, the Empire creates them.
Yes.
'Tis an irony among ironies, one with which the people of Eorzea are well acquainted.
I love Alphino just like being shady. He's like, girl, I got better things to do. What am I doing here?
Indeed, many summonings are the result of persecution, the weak being driven to call upon the divine for deliverance from the strong. So it was in Alamigo, the bitter fruit of Garlean oppression.
A tragic state of affairs. If we are to put an end to summoning once and for all, it shall not be through might, but harmony. Yet we continue to repeat our mistakes, oblivious to the lessons of history.
Oh, yeah. That's true.
My comrades and I would change all that. We, Populares, have campaigned long and hard for a shift in imperial policy. And at last, the Emperor has seen fit to lend us an ear. Alas, there is a faction within Garlemald that would obstruct our every attempt at reform. A collection of pure-blooded Garleans who seek to consolidate their own supremacy. The Optimates. Lest you wonder, theirs was the hand that loosed our forces on the Confederacy. 'Twas a regrettable incident, one that flies in the face of everything we believe. And I swear to do all in my power to prevent a reoccurrence.
That would be most welcome. But if I may speak plain, if the Empire itself is not of one mind, how can we be certain that any peace we negotiate will be honored?
I cannot blame you for doubting us. Indeed, I should find it strange if you did not. And so, in the name of building trust,
I see what they're getting
I
at.
would like to make a proposal. A prisoner exchange.
They take back Yotsuyu and they give someone else.
Under Garlean rule, no few Dormans were conscripted into the Imperial Army. We would repatriate them in return for those of ours you captured in the recent conflict. Naturally, any exchange would include the acting viceroy.
Yotsuyu? What makes you think we have her?
Forgive me, my lord. Was it not your wish to speak plain? Let us not play games. I desire only to work to our mutual benefit.
Okay, this is interesting.
The Optimates tried and failed to take my sister by force. I would succeed by peaceable means, thereby strengthening my party's hand. 'Twould be a lie to say I would not also be glad of my sister's safe return.
A fellow plain speaker. How refreshing. Very well. Your proposal has merit, but I will need time to consider it.
Of course, my lord. May we remain in Dorma until you have come to a decision?
You shall be our honored guests. Yugiri, I leave the ambassador and his retinue in your care. See that they are well looked after.
You have our gratitude, Lord Hien. We shall look forward to your answer.
This is interesting. Well, that was unexpected. I'd say so. You can say that again. I don't know what to quite make of it all. A prisoner exchange does seem like a good way to begin. The question is, can they be trusted? I say no. I don't doubt his words in saying that he wants to, like, enact policy changes. But this also seems more of, like, a chance for him to rise up in political influence. They have not to gain by divulging the details of their internal divisions. We have no reason to doubt him, but the ambassador's mention of Yasuyu left me ill, at ease. Yeah. Well, I cannot fathom what they would go to such lengths. Yasuyu may have been acting viceroy, but she is not Garlean, not even highborn. Her value must presumably lie in what she knows. Well, she doesn't know anything. Memory's gone. Nor is she worth much as a bargaining piece. I have little choice but to accept regardless. With so many of our brothers and sisters languishing in imperial camps, I cannot well turn my back on the chance to secure their repatriation. Someone is still sore from being made to watch as Suzuki. She is super amnesiac right now. Yandere is now Moe. A negotiation is no less a battle, true, depending on context and situation. Takoyaki! Let's send you to a brief tour of the newly liberated Doma. A moment, if you would. You have some business with Frederick? Business, no. Pleasure, my lady. Whoa, 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 whoa. I don't trust you. You're not getting to first base that easy. I'm a lady. I merely wish to exchange a few words with the famed slayer of gods. Such heartfelt admiration, one could almost forget that you're an envoy of the Empire. Oh, is that so strange? We may have stood in opposing sides in the past. But I see no contradiction in lauding the man who would do battle with our common enemy. Unless you forget this is my homeland, it would be remiss of me not to at least thank him for containing the threat posed by the Kojin Vile icon. I will take this time to see the land I once called home. Though Lady Yugiri is certain to be a jovial escort, the excursion will be all the more enjoyable for your company, and safer besides. Will you join us? It would be my pleasure. I'll join you as well. The four of us shall make a brief excursion through Yangsha. Where the heck did they go? We... Can it surely be Monzen, the creator, the home to the cream of Domus or samurai? I heard that Yotsuyu intended to send few of our automata here. Her savagery served only to incense the people and spur them to rise up and protest. The sooner we can begin to make amends for this senseless destruction, the better. Securing supplies and support for reconstruction efforts should not prove difficult once our nations are formally at peace. It is a travesty. A travesty! I remember the keep being so beautiful, in the light of the setting sun. One would say it was aflame. It is indeed a doleful spectacle. Mayhap we will rebuild it one day, when we have finished helping our people rebuild their lives. Spoken like a true popularis. The needs of the people must come first. Who would be opposed to seeing how they handle Who well, speaking of whom, would you be opposed to seeing how they live firsthand? The village of Nanami is but a short journey from here.
Get back! I'm warning you!
No?
Someone's in trouble.
Oh, Red Kojin.
Are you all right?
Hi.
What do they want with you?
Yuki, and you lot too. I don't know. We were returning from the Enclave when they came at us.
It seems they won't go quietly.
And neither will we.
Alright, I don't have my samurai leveled up. I would have done swords. It would have been cool. We all had swords.
It is nothing. forebears.
Ghost turtle. This guy is not going down easy. Alright, let's just get this guy. There's no music. Weird. Hmm.
That seems to be the last of them. You have nothing to fear, child. You are safe now.
Thank you, sir.
You saved us again. Thank you. If you're ever passing by our village, look us up. You'll always be welcome.
Thank goodness we arrived when we did.
Indeed. But what could have prompted the Red Kojin to stray so far from the Ruby Sea?
I presume these are the sellswords hired by Yotsu. If so, the answer is simple. Desperation. Bereft of imperial employment, they seek other means to line their coin purses. Another sad legacy of the Empire's mismanagement.
The Empire to which you have sworn allegiance.
Mm-hmm.
Must you always be so pointed?
Yes, when it comes to the Empire, I would be too.
Lasting change, we must look beyond narrow allegiances.
Easy for you to say.
You have every right to doubt me, but in time, I hope you will come to see that we share a common goal. You and yours have fought fiercely to change the Empire from without, but if we are to end the cycle of conflict, the Empire must change from within. Am I wrong?
No, but I don't think the Empire really wants to change. I mean, you may want to, but it doesn't mean the leader is going to. Hmm. I mean, I've seen firsthand how the Empire treats other races. Like, I really don't think.
Never? I wonder, would you have said the same of Ishgard? Believe what you will, but I assure you, the Empire can change.
No, I don't. I believe that you believe that it can change. Question is, does the Empire want to? No. Time for us to return to the Enclave. I have a great deal more. I've seen a great deal more than I otherwise would. Feel a little drowsy. You accompanied her and Asahi on a tour of Yangsha. The Red Kojin here. If they are planning some new venture here in Yangsha, we will need to increase patrols. Was Asahi truly the first to leap at the youngster's aid? I was quick to doubt him when we first met, but his desire to save them seemed quite genuine. It's possible he truly believes what he's saying. I don't know. And the question of what his true intention remains yet to be seen. Susanoo was summoned forth using the power of relics locked away in the Kojin's treasure. Though said the relics remain there to this day, it is all but certain that the act of summoning exhausted their stores of aether, making subsequent summonings impossible. Preventing the primal's return rests on denying the Red Kojin means to amass new stores of aether. We plan to enlist the Blue Kojin. Since Doma's liberation, we have forged closer bonds with the Bunchin. We can keep the Red from obtaining what they require to call upon Susanoo. They will be exchanged as agreed, but we'll give full credit to Asahi for the success of the transaction. What matter of business? A past mistake which I will see to put right.
I had her brought here in secret while the three of you kept our guest company. The world has not been kind to you, it is true. But that does not excuse your sins. You should be at the bottom of the river. Yet here you are, the living, breathing proof of my failure. A failure for which I would now make amends.
What did I do? I don't remember. Was it really so terrible? Tell me, please. What did I do?
Question. How much time do you got? If you got a few hours to spare, we can go through every single thing methodically.
You speak of sins, my lord. But at whose feet do those sins lie? With the soldiers who committed the crimes, or those who commanded them to do so?
Both. We had a whole thing called the Nuremberg trials over this.
With both, I would say. For all have a conscience, and all must choose. But with no memory of who she is, or what she has done, what sin remains to be cleansed?
You ask that I show mercy.
I ask why the heavens saw fit to deny me my rest. Why Yotsuyu was spared not only death, but the bitter memories of her life.
You truly think it the will of the Kami? If so, her life is not mine to take. It is yours to safeguard. Come the hour of the exchange, if her memories have not returned, she may remain here in Doma to live out her days as Tsuyu. But if they do, the Guardians shall have their viceroy. Though the people will protest, they will come to accept my decision when they have been reunited with their loved ones.
Thank you, my lord.
Now then, I believe we have kept our guest waiting long enough. Did Gorsetsu not seem strange to you? His sympathy for Yotsuyu apart, I mean. I know his powers of endurance only too well, but after all he has suffered, even he should not be on his feet. He puts on a brave face for our sakes, but it would not surprise me if he lacked the strength to raise his blade. Though I suppose if he and Yotsuyu are to enjoy a life of peace and quiet, he will have little use for it. It falls to us to shape that future, one in which he need never again set foot on the battlefield.
Interesting.
My apologies. Our deliberations took longer than expected.
Think nothing of it. The time afforded me the opportunity to go on a rather rousing excursion through Yansha. You have reached a decision then?
We are willing to cooperate with you in combating the Icon threat, and also in the exchange of prisoners. Assuming you accept our conditions, of course. As you know, your sister is in our care. Due to certain complications, however, we are hesitant to release her into your custody.
Complications?
She was inside Doma Castle when it collapsed. Though she survived, she remembers nothing of her past life, not even her name. To clarify, she is in our care not as a prisoner, but as a vulnerable citizen of Doma.
Are you saying you refuse to release her?
Uh-oh.
Not at all. If her memory returns before the appointed hour.
And if not, what exactly? You will accommodate her here in Doma?
Well, I sincerely doubt she will be of any great strategic value to the Empire. She spends her days daydreaming of Dango.
Dango? How dreadful. Very well. In light of our recent misstep in Sakazuki, it seems only fair that I show you the same understanding you have shown us. Though I do have one small request. Regardless of Yotsuyu's value to the Empire, she is yet my sister. Before I leave, might you permit me to speak with her in private?
Of course. Perhaps you could even bring her a plate of dango. She would be most pleased. Yugiri will see you to her chambers.
This may not be a good idea. I'm a little skeptical. I understand your concern, but we have to wait. Suyu's dead. Thank you for understanding. Long did I dream of this reunion, however, but I never did I imagine it would be so joyless. And part of me hoped your stories of a condition were just that, but alas, it is as you say. Do you remember this man? Anything at all? No. I am a stranger to her. That much was clear from a single look. I leave her in your care. Now, if you'll excuse me, my superiors are long overdue for a report. They will be elated to hear of our agreement. As for the exchange itself, once I have obtained the relevant permissions, I will arrange your people to be relieved of their various duties and sent here to Yangsha. Your soldiers will be cared for until your return. We will also be taking steps to better counter the threat of the Kojin. I'm informed that it was you who took the lead in rescuing 2 young domins from a band of Kojin sellswords. No need to thank me. I only did what anyone would do under the circumstances. Fortunately, I was in good company at the time. The blight of the Red Kojin of the Empire is making. Were it not for our transgressions, those children would not have needed saving. The people of Doma have suffered enough, my lord, and I promise to do all in my power to spare them from further pain, be it the hands of the Kojin or indeed the Empire. Until we meet again? Hey, I have the same outfit as that guy. Well, they took me with them. You see, was that so hard?
I wish you a safe journey.
This has been a most enjoyable visit. I look forward to our next meeting. Maxima, would you take the others and see that all is ready for our departure?
No, we don't do that here.
I simply cannot leave without first giving thanks to the Warrior of Light for accompanying me through Yansha. Mark me, savior of the savages. There will be a reckoning.
Called it. Literally nobody of the Empire is to be trusted.
You've nowhere left to run, traitor!
Ignorant savages! Killing us will avail you naught. For every Imperial you cut down, 1,000 more will come. Abandon this foolish endeavor and surrender. You may yet serve our righteous cause.
How dare you speak of righteousness?
You who forsook kith and kin to serve conquerors! Be glad I grant you this mercy. What in the...
I recognize those split ends.
Reinforcements? No, just one! Cut him down!
That I do is. Maximus, your second favorite Garlean? There's only one good Garlean, that's Sid.
Thank you. Thank you, sir.
This one is promising. Who remains to offer us resistance?
A host of rebels led by Lord Cayenne hold the enclave across the river.
Lord Cayenne?
The king of the former king of Dorma, sir. They say he is one of the greatest swordsmen alive.
Is that what they say?
No, we already know what happens.
Who was that?
Surely you jest. That was Xenosier Galvus, legatus of the 12th, the crown bloody prince. I heard he was strong, but that was frightening.
That was Lord Xenos. Everything you are, your power, even your face, it vexes me.
Good. Keep looking. This chiseled jawline, you can't have it. Stay mad.
Go on. Lash out like the beast you are. At an emissary. And jeopardize the newfound peace between Dorma and the Empire.
Well, he may have been the stepsister, but he still has the same yandere look.
My lord was destined to lead us unto a glorious new age. Your light is nothing to his radiance.
If it's nothing, then why are you making an effort to tell me? Seems like it's bright enough for you to care.
I will cherish this moment. Lock it away within my heart. Until the day we meet again.
Dude, you're bad at flirting and cruising. This is not how you do it. I should have showed him my sword. You haven't like one other than Sid. Oh, that's right. Yeah, I forgot her. So did you guys hear that? Yeah, no, they're crazy. They're cracked. He just said he wants me dead. I'm glad I chose the route of saying I don't trust them. Mhm.
You look troubled, my friend. Was it something he said?
No, it's what I saw.
Of all the memories to witness.
I had my doubts about him, but I would never have guessed he was a disciple of Xenos. My lord.
Calm yourself, Yugiri. I set no store by him or his enlightened brethren. But if by treating with them there is even the faintest hope, we might secure the return of our conscripted brothers and sisters, I must play this game. After the way I risked their lives in the rebellion, I owe them that much.
My lord, you bear no blame for their fate.
If not blame, then responsibility. They were prisoners, and still I chose to fight, knowing they could be executed in retaliation. But now we have a chance to bring them home. If it means bargaining with the monster, so be it.
My lord.
Besides, I think he likes me, which is more than some can say.
Why would he bother keeping up the pretense for so long, only to drop it right before the very end? Perhaps he no longer thought it necessary, having secured Doma's cooperation in the prisoner exchange. If he is truly a disciple of Xenos, his possible emotion supply simply got them the better of him. Remaining calm around the man who slew his lord would have taken his toll. True. Oh god, he was Xenos' bottom. I saw it in his eyes. He was an eager boy. Whatever the explanation, now it's not time for hasty reprisal. We'll proceed as planned. Leave the affairs to Doma to us. That's some good rock texture. I am only now noticing that it like warps. Thought we might use this time to return to Orzia. Between Yotsuyu's amnesia and Asahi's dubious agenda, I say we have ample reason to remain. Let us walk off screen so that we can load elsewhere. He wishes he had been Xenos' bottom. Enemy hoax. I like your outfit. Twinsies. What is that? Little fella. Listen, I'll tell Asahi that he was spared. He thinks that's what he wanted, but he did not want that. Trust me, there would have been no aftercare. It would have not been good for anybody. Which makes him even more vindictive. Never mess with the bottom scorned. They will get really angry. Should we receive any urgent misses from Doma? Rest assured you will be the first to know. About that, I wish to apologize to Taru. It was reckless of me to make such a purchase without first consulting you. You may be certain, however, that I mean to reimburse the Scions, even if it means drawing upon my personal funds. I'm sure it won't come to that. If Sorobin's business proposition is as promising as it sounds, Frederick should have no difficulty wiping the red from our ledger. Forgive me, Frederick. It would seem I have unwittingly heaped my financial troubles upon you. You wouldn't be the first one! Sorry. Oh my. I mean, that's real life lore. Sum it all up. I had to just take care of some stuff that didn't have to do with me. It only took 6 months to get rid of it. But as far as I can see, I'm in the clear. God. That was not fun. I swear I will pay you back, though fear I will struggle to cobble together anything of monetary value. Knowledge I can gather in abundance. The more we know about the politics of Garlemald, the better our chances are predicting the Imperial's next move. Knowing what we do of Asahi's apparent resentment towards you, I cannot say he hopes to gain what he hopes to gain from it. Asahi may well be a monster, but we must play his game for now. Bottom for not getting any? No thank you, keep him away from me. Trust me, I've seen plenty. It's not pretty, and you stay away. Okay, fending is tank. Maiming is something else. Striking? I believe samurai and machinist are both striking, is that correct? Maiming is Dragoon and Reaper. And she got a bob on too? Arranging the prisoner exchange proved easier than I thought. Yes, my lord will be most pleased. Everything is according to Keikaku. You see, I knew not to trust him. I don't trust anyone from the Empire minus Sid and Mother.
Can you truly remember nothing? Nothing at all?
Were we friends?
Yes. We were good friends, you and I. In fact, I've brought you a gift. I pray that one day soon, as you gaze into that mirror, you will remember the woman staring back at you.
That was no woman, that was a monster.
It's so pretty. Who are you? Who are you?
You're better off not answering that question. Eat your dango. They can get you plenty more. Trust me, you'll be fine. Don't remember. For all of our sakes. Meanwhile, in the Imperial capital... Aiming is bard, machinist, and dancer. Okay, cool. I'll give myself some machinist armor.
How are you
Hey,
feeling, my lord?
Dr. Not Hojo.
Fine, now leave me.
Oh, God, this girl... This queen survived? Of course she did. Out of pure spite. Girl, cut your split ends. Jeez, you're spending all the time recovering. The least you could do is do your hair. Yeah, I said that. Don't you give me that face. That friggin' face on your face. Girl, get some sunlight. Scouting, aiming, healing, casting. You poor woman. Oops. I'm guessing this is all setting up the next expansion, right? Or the next story. Domans are coordinating their efforts with the blue Kojin to watch a constant over the red. What time is it? 3:36 my time here. Suyu is not Suyu. Correct. What time is the other person gonna get here? Because I have some stuff to do. Some friends are doing some gatherings. Although somebody should be showing up like around 4 or 5, I don't know. A vessel bearing Doman conscripts is soon to arrive. Lord Heen requests your presence. That's your condition? Suyu is just a tragedy. Wait, what am I doing? I forgot. Remember that you don't need those gear coffers. Can I keep them in case they look cool? For the aesthetic? They don't really look cool, unfortunately. Oh. He's recently collapsed. Oh, gosh. Well, yeah, I mean, he held up a roof and then it caved and the floor gave way and then he, like, was dragged through the river and ended up on shore and then, like, went to somewhere and then, like, has been up since.
Please, Suyu. I'm not so frail that I cannot feed myself. I grow weary of the taste of gruel.
You don't like it? Can I fetch you something else?
Aye, wine. Or if that is not wholesome enough, I don't know. A sweet persimmon from Namai? I enjoyed them in my youth.
A persimmon?
Nay, pay me no mind. I am full. Besides, we have guests.
I hope we are not interrupting your meal. We had heard you were confined to bed and thought you might welcome some visitors.
Confined to... A gross exaggeration. A trifle drain from my exertions, perhaps. But with a little rest, I shall be fighting fit again in no time.
How are your hands bigger than your head?
Take off your clothes.
Whoa. Okay, we're just gonna go to that. I don't like where this is going. I'm pretty sure the artists have had a field day with this.
Is this how you've been spending your time?
My lady, I assure you, this is not.
I mean,
Off with them. We need to wash you. You stink.
God, ugh, I don't want that image in my head. It's weird. Well, true, you can't give.
These scars. There are so many of them.
Did we just watch? I mean, I've slain
A
Primal.
life of battle will leave its mark upon a man.
I mean, what's saying a few, Uh-oh. No.
Something wrong, Suyu?
No, 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 no.
It's nothing. I'm fine.
Quick, Alphino, give me a rock or something.
Leave me be, woman. I will not be fussed over like some newborn babe.
Quick, fetch me a brick. We gotta make sure it's permanent. Well, you could, but it would be bad, yeah. Him doting a grandsire and a modern grandchild. Had someone told me a year ago that I would live to bear witness to such a scene, I would have declared them mad. That aside, I'm relieved to see Gosetsu has lost none of his spirit. But what a turn of events. I mean, for her to be suddenly watching over him. He couldn't make it up. Although I suppose Gosetsu is an old man, with the way he charges through life, it can be easy to forget. No matter how adamant his will, no man can carry on forever. He has pushed himself beyond the limits of endurance. He has given us all for liege and land, and we will last no more. And what of his nurse? If Yosuyu is feigning that, well, certainly she has me fooled. This is no pretense. I would think you were the hardest to convince. What makes you sure? I've been spying on Yosuyu from the shadows, waiting for the misstep that would betray her. But her mask has never slipped, not once. She has remained in character from the first. One evening I watched her as she sat in the chambers, unguarded. She had taken dishes from the cupboard and was pretending to prepare dinner for right there on the tatami. A child's game. Even the wary shinobi would not go to such lengths. I can but conclude that her mind is truly broken. Well, it's good enough for me, and everyone else, I would hazard. Yotsuyu will become Tsuyu and begin a new life here in Doma. We will need to present her to the ambassador one last time to prove that her memory is truly gone. But I would not risk parading her in front of our returning conscripts. Well, I've been going 321. Oh, not bad. Have you seen Tsuyu? She's nowhere to be found. The Guardians will be landing in a matter of moments. It's possible Tsuyu has left the Enclave altogether. Did you perchance carry a fair-skinned woman across the river? There was a lady among the passengers who I did not recall having seen before. Her face was hidden behind the brim of her hat. White as fallen snow. Was it she someone important? Did I do something wrong? Oh. This doesn't bode well. I mean, I can just warp there, so, I mean... We have nowhere of knowing where Suyu was headed. Divide our horses. Interrogate the residents of Yuzuka Manor? Scaly skin on Namazu, on the other hand, we all have an abundance. Wonderful. Oh, my favorite, Gyoku. Is he okay? Is anyone gonna, like, help him? She crossed the shallows east of here and was heading in a northeasterly direction. You guys might want to tend to your friend. I think he's having a moment. Like... Question is, does that horrid little Namazu need help? I don't know. We're all very chill for him being, you know, in that condition. Hmm. Our search of Kusakari and its surrounding has yielded exactly naught. Has gone to a sister or brother at the castrum. How did you fare at Yusuka Manor? There was an Amazu that was like having some sort of like spasm. I don't know if he's fine. Never mind that fish. We'll cook him later. Towards Namai. I wonder how Namazu tastes. Maybe like catfish? Uh-oh.
Greetings. Might I have one of your... Wait! Please! I only wanted a persimmon.
Oh, that's right.
Kami, save us! Her spirit has returned!
She's back from the dead to seek her revenge!
That dog is so surprised. You got this.
It can't be. She couldn't have survived.
Namazu means catfish.
What did I do?
As if you don't know!
Good people of Namai, be at ease, I pray you. You have naught to fear.
My lord, forgive me, but what is that monster doing here? They told us she was dead.
I too was surprised to learn of her survival. More even than you, I would hazard. 'Twas I who cut her down, I who left her to her fate. But it would seem the Kami had other plans. By some miracle, both she and Gosetsu were spared when the keep collapsed, though Yotsugu's preservation came at the cost of her memory.
You're saying she's forgotten? Forgotten everything she's done?
Lies! Lies, my lord! She would say anything to escape punishment!
What does it matter? We have not forgotten her crimes, and we demand justice! I beg of you, Lord Hien, draw your blade and rid us of this canker!
What I saw then, it's all true. I'm sorry! I'm so sorry.
They're like, what?
You're sorry. And what? We're supposed to forgive you!
Here, there's no need to cry.
Have a polygon.
Can't you see how scared she is? How can you be scared of her? She's not the same.
Until such time as her memories return, this woman shall be known as Tsuyu, and treated as a citizen of Doma. I will, however, see that she is watched at all times. Rest assured that there will be no more unannounced visits to the village. As your lord, I ask that you leave her fate in my hands, and suffer her to live, for now.
Please, Issei.
This is heavy.
All right. I'll keep my peace. As long as you're happy, that's all that matters.
That would have been better avoided, but at least it did not end in bloodshed. She remains oblivious to the events of her former life. It was an offhand request of Gosetsu which brought her to Namai. She came for a persimmon. Yeah, and they say fruit is good for the health. Which is why you should have 5 servings of me. Haha, funny joke. Nursing a brother caring first, this is probably the most heartbreaking thing though. I wonder how the bitrate is making the rain look. Seems our guests have already arrived. Oh, this will be fun. More like 5 servings of men, am I right? Exactly.
What a pleasure it is to see you once more, Lord Hien. Not to mention my dear sister.
I'll see now he dropped the pretense. Oops. No. I don't want to skip the cutscene.
A pleasure to see you too, Ambassador. Forgive us our late arrival. You have our people aboard the airship?
Exactly as agreed. We would leave you in no doubt as to the purity of our intentions. I dare say it was the self-same spirit of cooperation which prompted you to bring Yotsuyu here today.
Indeed. Before excluding her from the exchange, I thought it only fair that you see her condition for yourself. Physically, she is in fine health, but her mind is unchanged.
So I see. But all need not necessarily be lost. In anticipation of this tragic turn of events, I took the liberty of inviting some special guests.
Why does he look like Kira from Death Note right now? You see him? No, he didn't.
Ah, Yotsuyu.
Oh, this guy is devious.
Of all the people.
Oh, he's a slime ball.
Is something wrong, dear sister? These are our beloved parents. Does not the sight of them bring back sweet childhood memories?
Gosetsu. I have to take this to Gosetsu.
It would seem my little surprise was not sufficient. You needn't glare at me so, Lord Hian. I merely did what any loving son would do for his family.
Well,
Lest you doubt, I am content to leave the acting viceroy in your care. Pray, treat her as you would any daughter of Dorma. Do not grow too fond of this place, dear sister. You will come back to us ere long.
no, no, no. Get this man away from her as soon as possible. Far away.
We continue with the exchange as planned then.
Very good. The structure across the river should serve our needs. We shall await you there with the conscripts. If you would bring your captives.
Sadist and a brat at the same time is really a combination. Yeah.
Agreed. Until then, Ambassador.
Well, as Mallory Archer said, there's a niche. No, I'll give Suyu credit. She doesn't want to go back to that. She doesn't know who she was, but she knows that it's not something to go back to. I know better than to trust Sasaki, but that was a dirty trick. We put the matter of Suyu's future into rest. Yeah, but that look off, no, what is it? Oh, it's all good. I think I'm just gonna like go a little bit. Probably just gonna check out this little cutscene and then save the rest for later. Yeah, the person who should be watching over the rest of the event should be here soon. I have plans, so I didn't want to skip on those. There's like 2 things I wanted to go to today, so I opted for a half day at the very least to be here, so. We should pay a visit to Gosetsu and reassure him about Tsuyu's fate. Yeah, I'll just play out this little cutscene and sequence of stuff and then...
Are you awake?
My lord, Tsuyu returned. Her eyes were red from weeping. She spoke not a word, simply sat and peeled some fruit she'd brought for me. She then claimed weariness and retired to her chamber. Tell me,
I can fully hack your save file.
her so?
The ambassador arranged a surprise reunion with her foster parents. A misguided attempt to restore Yotsuyu to her senses. It was plain their presence caused her great distress, but she seemed otherwise unaffected.
Yotsuyu was mistreated as a child, was she not? It was a cruel trick to use her tormentors like that, knowing the pain it could cause.
I like this Asahi less and less.
Same. Well, I didn't like him to begin with, really.
Be that as it may, he has agreed to allow Yotsuyu to remain with us in Doma. Our primary concern now is to hand over the prisoners without incident and bring our people safely home.
There was one other detail at the meeting which caught my attention. I assume you all noticed the rather suspect crates within the castrum. The Imperials were quick to retrieve them afterwards, but I wonder...
Out with it, brother. You fear they might contain bombs or war machines?
If the ambassador wanted me dead, he has had ample opportunity. No, assassination is not his intent, but we should be on our guard for other acts of treachery.
My lord, forgive me, but the Lady Yotsuyu, she's gone.
Again?
Gone?
I beg your pardons, my lords. I was certain she'd fallen asleep.
No, the responsibility is mine. 'Twas I who gave her a room instead of a cell.
This poor handmaiden has no face.
We will organize search parties. Might I call upon your assistance?
Alright, we're gonna play hide and Yotzik. You. That was a terrible joke. Please groan and give you your -2s.
Help! 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 Help me!
How do you remember the parts you weren't there for?
If only I hadn't remembered.
Oh.
He should hate me. But I will not suffer his kindness. Not after what I did to him.
Oh.
Who's there?
Oh, it's you. What are you doing out here in the dark?
Yes, average Japanese accent.
This is the Enclave, is it? When the soldiers dragged us back to Doma, you were the last person I expected to see.
You're the bane of our existence, Yotsuyu! A font of misery! You couldn't even do us the simple courtesy of dying, could you? Oh, no. You had to live and taint us with the shame of your failure.
Ah, these parents suck.
We had a perfect life in the capital, and now they're making us wallow in this muddy ruin like common swine. I don't deserve this.
Now, dear, that'll do. There seems little point in berating the girl when she scarcely remembers her own name. Our time would be better spent contemplating how we're to survive this unhappy predicament. You've kept your looks at least. I suspect you'd fetch a handsome price with the right buyer. Maybe enough to get us to Kugane and start a new business.
Oh no, the yandere laugh is back.
Ah, my beloved parents. No sooner do I wake from gentle slumber than the world returns in all its cruelty. Yes, this is how it always was. How it was meant to be. Very well. If I cannot escape my nature, then I shall embrace it. To the very depths I have sunk, my soul steeped in spite and rotten to the core. The self-righteous hide behind justice, but I need no such mask. Father, Mother, was it not you who made me into this monster? Who taught me the truth of this miserable world? For years I knew naught but the taste of pain and humiliation.
Same.
But the time has come to savor my vengeance against Doma. Against all my enemies. And it begins with you!
Yotsuyu!
What?
Deserved. Great, now we got a freaking yandere running around again. Well, that only lasted like, what, 30 minutes?
Well done, dear sister. Did I not say you would come back to us?
I didn't want him to win.
Brother dearest, what a surprise. You always were a cold-blooded little worm. I doubt you thought twice about sending our parents to their deaths.
Your dagger yet drips with their blood, and you presume to judge me? To be frank, I didn't think you had the strength to slay them so cleanly. A single thrust each. I'm impressed.
I mean, she does know how to slay.
But surely you can't be satisfied with murdering a pair of doddering elders. You yearn for a deeper vengeance, and the power to see it through.
Please. I don't want to die.
I have a phoenix down, but Yeah, I'm kind of saving it for somebody.
Any sign of her? What happened
It's worse.
here?
She remembers. That's all you gotta say.
I knew what would happen if she recovered. And still, I did nothing. You say she left with her brother? Whatever he wants with her, he was willing to pay for it with his parents' lives. But this is neither the time nor the place. We must gather the others.
We have recovered the remains. We'll hold a cremation. I broke the news to Ghost to myself. He goes quiet. Like is this? Yeah, and they were commoners too. Like, what do they get off saying that they were like high and mighty? But I cannot accept the unconscionable lengths to which Asahi went to achieve this outcome. Given his recent conduct and his admiration for Xenos, it is plain he cannot be trusted. Yeah, I told you that even before. I was like, listen, you can't trust anyone from the Empire. There are only two exceptions that I can think of. And that is to say nothing of the unexplained containers he insists on bringing. In the event of hostilities, the safety of those constructs must be our first concern. If the main structure of Castor and Fulminus is to be staged for the exchange, a rough inspection is in order. That's it. Admiration is the wrong word. Here, let's just ban that person. I want to say fetishization, obsession. Yeah, I just don't trust. I'm gonna have to call somebody to see if they're gonna show. Maybe show up at around 5. Is this another cutscene, or is this like I'm gonna start having to engage in like finding people to queue us up for like a party? Asahi wants Xenos to do things to him. Like I said, there's not gonna be any aftercare, and he's not the kind of person you want to be near. Oops. That was a good stopping point. Good. Yeah, cause it's once. Yeah, it's nearly 4:30. There should be somebody showing up soon. I have stuff to do like at 6ish, so I gotta figure out who's showing up. You know, in the meantime, I can work on getting the augmented jewelry to give myself just a bit more beefiness. And get these at least a little closer. Check messages on Discord. It's already 7:23. Oh no, I'm late. It's a good thing I live in the past. I can make it. I hear like some. Ooh. Well, because I had a dog. He's on. He is doing some stuff, and he was one of the top 3 people I rated. It was dog, it was Amanda, and the third option I don't remember. That was my Twitch recap. Oh, I should show that next time. I think it'd be fun. Yeah, I'll see you all Monday with like Hypnospace or something. I think I'm almost done with Hypnospace, and then I gotta go on itch.io and find some holiday games because there's always plenty of those. Bye, gay. I shall see you all Monday. I will have more gear picks too, with things. I got a shirt and a polo. I can always throw those on, and they look cool. Until then.